on the Donna Smith Show. Welcome. And this is how we do it on the Donna Smith Show. We're gonna go on the Donna Smith Show. On the Donna Smith Show. And this is how we do it on the Donna Smith Show. Yeah, got it. What's happening, y'all?
Hey.
What's up, little folks? I don't want to hold up gang signs. I just want to go peace.
I just notice peace signs on both hands. That's
peace. All. Don't get me caught up in no cross, JJ.
I'm not.
I know you done already toasted. We ain't even toasted to the hostess, but you already done done it. How y'all doing out there?
Wonderful.
Welcome on a Sunday to the Donna Smith Show, Grown Folk Talk. This is what we do every week. We come together with a panel of lovely, thought-provoking, powerful people. You all are welcome whenever you want to join in. If the Zoom thing don't work for you, just click on our YouTube live. What am I under? Donna Smith, aka Lady D, is my channel. Subscribe, share, tell a friend, do all that. We're here every Sunday. I'm here during the week of afternoon thoughts. I am here talking about whatever comes to mind. And so you just never know. Just like on the show, you just never know, y'all.
Never know.
But welcome, and I want you to know that anything we talk about, any topic, any comment is not meant to offend anyone. We are here to have fun and to be grown and to be open. No one is to be offended, please. If a question or a topic is not for you, just wait for the next one. Something will come up juicy, trust me. It'll come up, something. So, with that being said, before we get started, we do our toast for the night to the hostess with the most on the Donna Smith Show. On the Donna Smith Show. Y'all ready?
Absolutely, Miss Donna.
Islandish girl. What you got, Ben? Water? What you got? You got, John?
So what?
What you got?
Pure.
You don't want to tell. That's
clear.
Okay. Keep it tucked. I don't want to hear
Well,
that.
I'm gonna tell the audience I got lemon juice and vodka over here.
What you got, JJ?
Oh, you done switched up from the orange juice?
Lemon juice and vodka. I ran out of orange juice. I drank it all.
Lemon juice.
Lemon juice and vodka is perfect.
I got cranberry juice.
You done made it.
Gorilla, what you got?
You made your own version of lemon juice, huh?
You got what? Wendy. You got some
Wendy's. Wendy's.
Okay.
You got Wendy's.
Oh, you had Wendy's and got you a drink? You got a meal? Oh, you got one of them big burgers and a big fry and a big drink.
Yeah.
So what kind? You got a Coca-Cola or something like that?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. You just told
better leave that Coke alone, my brother. That Coke ain't good for you, my brother. That Coke got some strong acidity to it.
We drink what we like.
It'll eat away the enamel on your teeth.
Hey, I know about it.
Yeah,
but I'm still drinking.
Yeah, it's powerful. Ben, I know you got some water. I think you might have graduated to vodka too. I don't know. You kind of quiet.
Nah, no vodka.
You don't do vodka?
No, I ain't been doing no alcohol.
Or you just don't do it on the Donna Smith Show.
It's been a while.
When we get off the air,
good.
you gonna have your sippy sip. That's all right, y'all. How y'all been? Tell me something. How y'all been? Is there anything that you like to share before we get our wheels churning? Anything on your mind? Anything you've experienced? Maybe you had a great week. Maybe you didn't have a good week. Maybe you had to cut somebody out. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you fell in love. I mean, what is it? What y'all? Anybody want to share? Everybody don't have to share, but if you want to share, please do.
I'll just say that I'm in a good place. Yeah.
You in a good place?
Yeah. It's been a good week.
That's good, JJ.
I'm
the
grateful.
whole week was good for you?
Yes. Well, the whole month in
The
retrospect.
whole month. Oh, you got
Yes.
it going on.
Yeah.
What about you, Garuth? You good?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Oh, you good, man.
Yeah.
It's happening, huh? You had a good month too, or a good
Yeah.
week? A
I
good month.
good month, you know.
That's
Mm-hmm.
what's up, my brother. You know, and that's just. I mean, Ben, how about you?
I'm good.
You good?
Yep.
Did you have your nap?
No.
I have a nap. Yeah. Yeah. I always get a nap.
Oh, okay, good.
That's good.
John, where you at? What?
I'm right here.
You good? You all good? You had a good week? You got anything to share?
The week was good. Week was
Okay.
good. It kind of went by, you know, time didn't go by fast, but the week kind of it moved along, you know.
It moved along.
Yeah. Seeing here it is Sunday already. It's like,
Yeah.
God dog, it's just like the previous week had just started.
Well, it got me a little off track. It always gets me off track when there's a holiday weekend, extra day off. Like today, I was running around doing stuff that I normally do on a Sunday, and then I'm like, hold up, you got tomorrow. You can do that tomorrow.
But
You know what I'm saying?
we're creatures of habit, and there's nothing
We're
wrong with
creatures of
that.
habit. So I could have just laid up, and probably finished watching that movie that I've gotten into, Snowfall on
I was
Hulu.
looking into that. Okay.
Yeah, I got into
Snowfall.
Snowfall on Hulu.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
that's man, that's some deep stuff.
Did you
right
start
there.
at you started at the beginning?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got a
So
nice
as
little
a matter
ride.
of fact, I think I'm gonna rewind it and go back to the beginning because
I'm that
I
type.
was doing little things where I kind of,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
lost some stuff. But when I was
Yeah.
really zoomed into it, I'm like, this is really good.
Yeah,
You know,
because
it
they
keeps you,
setting it up. You want
yeah,
to
and it
catch the
keeps you
beginning.
engaged with some real life stuff. You know, some people say,
Mhm.
I've heard some people say, oh, that old ghetto drug movie, whatever. But no, it just keeps you really into what's happening, you know. And
Absolutely.
they're doing a great job. They did a great job. The characters, I like it. So I have been, watching that, falling asleep, waking back up. I'm on episode 6, and I done forgot about what happened on 4 and 5. So I think I'm just gonna go on back and start over and everything like that. But as for me, it's been a great month. The beginning of the year is always a good thing. Birthday, New Year's, all that stuff, all the good stuff start off the beginning of the year. And February, Black History Month, and
Absolutely.
you get into remembering and recognizing a lot of our
Unless you're in
Black
Indiana.
history. Excuse me?
I said, unless you're in Indiana, you get to opt out of it.
Oh, Indiana?
Yeah, you get
They
to
don't
opt out of
celebrate.
Black History Month.
Indiana does not celebrate or
No, they
acknowledge
put a
Black
law
history.
in effect that you can opt out of, white folks can opt out of Black History Month if they want.
Well, it's not like you're having to any consequences behind celebrating Black History Month, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of
no, it's just
recognition,
remembrance, and respect. I mean,
I'm following someone on TikTok. Speaking of which, they decided to wish people Happy Black History Month at random, and people were a little uncomfortable. Like, for example, they had a live chat going on, and they'll put Happy Black History Month in all caps. And this person got a little bit of some backlash. Some people was like, "Happy Saturday," and it's like, really?
Wow, really?
That's
but really interesting.
It's really interesting to find that's what's going on, is that not everybody is willing to celebrate Black History Month, especially if you're not Black. So,
wow. Well,
people are
we
confused
celebrate
about
it. We recognize it. We recognize it, and shame. I mean, it's a lot of history. A lot of history.
A lot of
it changed a lot. It changed a lot because it dealt with history a lot, and we call it a celebration because we continue with it. But then, everybody would participate. everybody used to participate. The school, I mean, some schools still have assemblies like Aspire and them, they still do assemblies around Black History Month. But they
Okay.
I remember coming up and it would be Black History Month and everybody is drawing something or writing something and you see it hanging in the halls or whatever, you know, for Black History Month. But now, like they mentioned, like Ben mentioned, I was looking at that too, being about when they sent their slips home with the kids, so the parents can opt out of having their kids take the class. And I was just like, wow. So it's not about recognizing history like they force us to recognize. I'm just put it that way inside the school because it's considered part of the curriculum. So how do you opt out of white history if we want to say that?
Yeah, how do we opt out of White History Month? Where's that
You
at?
see, but it's because it's part of the curriculum.
Right?
That's one of
But
the
see,
prereqs to graduation. You got to take a history class, you know.
Black history used to be a part.
Yeah, but how do we opt
used
out
to
of
be
the
mixed
history
in.
that they're teaching us? How do we opt out of the lies that they teach us and that fabricate? How do we opt out of that? You know, but I could go on forever.
You're gonna hear that conversation. Someone's probably already striking that conversation up. Because for someone to say, here, we want to opt out of learning about Black history. But when have you opt out of learning about Mexican history? When Cinco de Mayo run around or something? Or Chinese history when New Year's or whatever run around. You ain't opting out of that.
You want to eat your Chinese food. But when it comes down to some African food, you don't want to get down with us. But our African food is good too.
They eat the African food. Trust me.
They eat African food, but they want to act like they don't, right?
African food is good stuff.
They eat damn near more. They go to damn near more Southern
Jamaican
cafes
food too,
and other food like that.
And jerk chicken is off the hook.
Yes,
jerk chicken, jerk. Yeah, yum on. Give me a piece of jerk.
Yes, I can take your ankle when open.
That's right.
Not to take us off of the.
Oh, it's me.
Hey, sweetheart, how you doing, handsome?
Hi.
What's up, little man?
Hi. You're on Candy Camera.
What you
You don't know what that
is. Know what that is?
Hey, John, I just had
You don't know what that is. He said, "What's the Candy Camera?"
No, nobody but old school know what Candy Camera
Again,
is.
we know what Candy Camera is.
He falls in the moment like, did she say candy? Did she say candy? Was it candy? He's really cute. Bye, sweetie. He's a cute little boy, Ben. Yeah. Is that the youngest or is that the middle?
That's my oldest son.
Okay. He gonna be knocking them girls. Boy, they gonna be woo. You better get ready. You gonna lose the little hair you have left, my brother.
You have none.
You gonna lose it all, my brother.
You mean
he gonna be getting them, man. He gonna be getting them.
Garrett said he don't have none.
He don't have none. He
don't have none.
He holding on right here. You know, y'all lose this too, don't you? Don't this start coming out?
Yeah, we could lose this too. But most of us don't.
Cause some men be having like spots. You know, they be having spots in their beard. What's that from? Like alopecia.
I got all kind. I'm losing my hair.
Oh, JJ, yours going back, huh?
Yeah, I pushed my hairline back an inch.
What you gonna do?
If it go all the way back, I'm gonna shave it off. I'll be looking like Ben.
That's what men do. You know, that's interesting. A lot of men will, when it gets to be, you know, when you get too much forehead, when it's all forehead and the hair seem to be back here, y'all just shave it off, huh?
I already had a big forehead, so I could get away with it for now. But
big
But what about those men who try to hold on? Do you see him? I used to have a manager back in the day, Caucasian manager, and he had a nice amount of hair here, and he would swoop it over He was swooping over the ballpark and spray to make it stay, right? And I
That's
used
what they
to say,
do.
this brother is really holding on. He needs to let it go. But it will
It's
be
so
perfect every day. But you can see where he parted in that long piece with always, I guess he would tell the barbershop, don't cut this.
we got
Cause
man wigs
that's
now.
my swooper.
We got man wigs now. It's a wrap. We can
Hey,
look
they
like
got lace
y'all.
front. They got
We
lace
got
front.
lace
Man
front.
weave.
Yeah,
They got
we
lace
could,
front frontals
I
for
could put
men
on
and
a
stuff.
whole. I could shave all this off and get waves. I could do all of that for
Yeah, you
cheap too.
can.
For
But I
cheap
don't
too.
think men. I don't think it's up. You guys are not into the upkeep. So you got to upkeep that kind of stuff. But if
I
you're a
am.
little
Huh?
vain and how
Wait,
you
we're
look,
not into the what? We're
Not for
not up
everybody.
in.
What
How
the
can we
hell?
not be in the upkeep? We
I
Well,
mean,
gotta
if
up,
you
we're
get
doing
a,
it.
if
We
you
gotta
get, if you,
maintain it.
no,
gotta
I'm
trim your
saying if you
stash,
get a
your beard.
weave, if you get a weave or a lace front to cover your balls, they got frontal pieces that they glue on here and it lays over and they can cut it down short and make you waves like everything he's saying. But you got to keep that up.
What
I'm
makes you
willing to
think
do it.
what makes you think we wouldn't keep it up if we went
Can
that
you
route?
imagine you
All
in the
your
heat of
friends
passion?
seeing you and shit.
You in the heat of passion and your glue starts to
Oh,
move.
hell no.
And your little
See, just
toupee.
don't
Remember the
get in
men
the
who would wear
swimming
the
pool.
toupees, you guys? Remember the toupees?
Yep, the toupee. Yep.
And
We got that
you could
strong
tell
glue
it was
now.
a toupee. But the
Hey, we got
toupees didn't really have nothing to stick on to. They was kind of just, you know what I'm saying? So if the wind came, he was gonna get his feelings hurt because it was gonna
that's
fly
true.
off, right?
Yeah, that's
You know,
true.
and then a
You're
lot of
right.
times the color was different from the other hair or the
That's true.
texture. You gotta blend that stuff in. It gotta look
Hey,
natural.
it's 2020. We got ways to do it. We know how to deceive just like y'all women.
Well, tell me
Mhm.
this: would any of you men that's receding or going bald or are bald, would you consider wearing a piece to give you some
Oh
hair? You
yeah.
know, just to,
I
Oh
just
yeah.
gotta
you
let
know.
my
I'm
hair
for
grow.
it.
Just like JJ got that hat, you know. Put
I
that
just gotta let
thing on
my
your
hair
head,
grow.
It's
keep
called
him a
hat
bull.
fishing. It's called
But I
hat
mean,
fishing.
once you accept the truth and the realness that is leaving, but men go through anxiety, and
That's true.
you guys go through some issues when you first start losing your hair. That's
That's
not
true.
nice for a man. You
It's
guys
not.
really go through it.
I
You
ain't
be
gonna lie.
buying
I was in the mirror and I
Rogaine
was
and
like, "What's going
and
on? What's
horse
going on right
gain and
here?"
maneuver gain and
I
all
was in.
kinds of
I was
gain
Wait
to
a
in.
rub on
minute.
there
Wait a
to
minute.
get it to
I was
come
in the
back.
mirror like,
Well, I'm fortunate that I can just let my hair grow. That's it.
Well,
yeah.
I
John,
need to
you
shave
gonna
it
have to
anyway.
you gonna have to you
But
gotta
this is the
make a
thing.
believer. Grow
You just
some.
I
Grow
ain't gonna
some.
grow my hair just to
Grow
do something.
some,
You
my
better
brother.
catch it. You better catch it when I need a shave and kind of
No,
follow that
no, we
hairline
want to
that
see
goes
you grow some. You
around.
talking all that smack, talking about you can just
But
I can
no,
lose
no,
weight.
It's grew
this is
back
what
a
I'm
little
about to
bit,
say.
Okay,
but
we
I
want
could
to see
tell
you in
I
the
need
You
next
some
just
help.
sit
month.
up
Grow
here
some.
and go say, men they be going through this
Metamorphosis.
Yeah, metamorphosis.
or and anxiety,
Yeah, anxiety.
right?
They do
Mm-hmm.
when they losing their hair.
We
What do
do.
women go through? What do women go through?
Yeah.
We
Hmm.
go through all kinds of stuff. I can only speak for me. And being a woman, she goes through a moment of this is some real shit happening here, especially women who, because their hair start thinning up in different places, like up in the top and calluses and alopecia spots and this and that.
Y'all be
But
having them in these
society
spots.
has made
I grew
it,
up around women, so I know y'all
yeah,
be
their
having
hair
it right
start going
around
back.
here.
But we can have hair now. Back in the day, you had to put on a grandmama wig and, it looked like it was a stiff hat on your head. Nowadays, you got flowing locks. You got stuff you can glue on that you can do whatever
And
on.
y'all could go in
And
the pool and swim.
you
I want
going to
what
have
y'all
some
got.
hair if you want some hair. But
Yeah.
Y'all be getting it
But
in,
y'all
and we would
still be
never know.
stressing. Y'all
of
still be
course we be
stressing.
stressing.
That's the
Yeah,
truth.
Especially
and
if
y'all
you
That's
try
a
to
true.
say,
woman that
That's
but
true.
the
always
way you
had
said it, the way
long
you were
flowing
sounding
hair.
like it's men who be having this anxiety
No,
when it
but we
comes to
can
their
make it.
hair.
Y'all can't cover it up. Y'all pretty much just cut it off.
Some of y'all's don't look too it may be covered, but
It's fake.
Well, some of them, yeah, some of them be trying.
They put that thing on their head, then rubber
kissing
bands
musicians.
all on it.
I be looking at that rounded edge, that perfect rounded
Oh
lines.
man, that baby hair, the
And
baby hair look.
the hair,
y'all be putting the
the
baby hairs
the
right
hair
around
is
here.
coming from underneath.
You know what? Stop. Okay, stop.
Baby hair, yeah.
You know,
No,
man,
that's that lace.
y'all
That's that
wanna
lace
clown.
front.
Y'all want
Talking
to
about
clown.
every women take care of their
She
hair.
talking
Some
about
women hair
you
look
gonna
terrible.
talk about the wig falling off while you
Y'all
squirting,
want
trying
to
to get
clown.
down, trying to get
Y'all
down
want
with
to clown with the
somebody.
baby hair. Wait,
And the,
hold
and
up.
Had a hair sticking out, all that
the
mess.
toupee sitting up there flapping in the wind.
Wait,
yeah.
no. Wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Since we talking at one time, let me tell you something.
Sisters
I
be
really
fighting
didn't
and want to
think
pull their hair off.
No shade.
Man,
No
stop.
shade.
I really
No
did
shade.
not think, no shade. That's right, JJ. I did not think men paid attention to women who do the baby hair and how the little lace front, you know. I mean, y'all be really paying attention. That's wild.
I was watching.
And do y'all be paying attention when they have the tracks that's not
And
right?
you can see the bump.
Yeah.
You see the bump.
Yeah.
Especially at certain angles.
If you look at the Sierra Goodies video, Sierra's hair is messed
I mean, you
up.
can see a bump at certain angles. I mean, so what do you do? What do you tell the woman
But
that baby?
Sierra was hot.
You
I'm
just
sorry.
look like, oh, okay. You tell your friend,
Sierra
you
was
with your
hot,
friend,
though.
look at that hair. What the heck?
Tell her, whoever doing your hair need to make smaller braids, thinner braids.
John act like he knows something.
Cause them big thick
He act
braids
like
is
he know.
making
You
that
must have had
sunny and
plenty of
bumpy.
women with weaves because you got your sisters or something. Because you got too much knowledge behind
I
how
pay
all that
attention
go.
to where it go. I pay attention. I done took my girls or my niece to go get their hair done. You know, I'm you got everybody in here getting their hair done, so I'm looking.
Yeah.
See them how they braid it,
But it
get
does,
it ready.
yeah, the circle. Oh, look at him, he got game. But a lot of times they do, if they got humps and bumps, they really need to make the foundation, the braids underneath has to be smaller.
Yeah.
And it has to be set in a way depending on how the hair is going to flow. And what some weaves need a circle, some don't need the circle. It just depends. And it takes somebody who really is trained and know what they're doing. Because when you look at somebody's hair and you got to figure out, you're like, damn, is that her hair? Damn.
Yeah.
Now that's a good weave. Or that's a good lace front. If you got to be or some people will ask you, or some people will just say your hair is beautiful. You get a lot of folks,
especially when they got a nice part. When they got a part or whatever, you can tell they done did this up.
And it's a lot of stuff you gotta do to that part to make it look like that.
Yeah.
You gotta
don't pull it. Don't pull the hair. Don't pull it.
But I even watched the girl.
You can sew it down. You can sew a lace front. A lace wig down.
You might just pull it just enough to mess up the whole.
And you can yank it, and it ain't going nowhere because it's sewed in. You could do that. But if they just plop it on, or they haven't glued it sufficiently right,
you can grab it.
Be able to. The first thing a lot of youngsters do when they in fights is pull at each other's hair because they gonna pull something out or pull something off.
Right.
And she gonna be running around with her ball cap, stocking cap, screaming because a lot of women don't want to be caught like that, right? So the thing is, that's a trip. I don't know how we got on that topic.
How you sisters be when y'all be
fighting. We were comparing male hairlines to women hairlines, and that's how we got on that topic.
No, because I just I was curious as to why a lot of men go bald at a mature age. Like, why do you guys shave it off? What is the reasons?
Well, we don't have a lot of time
45 and up, they bald. They shave all their hair off. What is the reasons?
We don't have a lot of time.
Mine was disappointment. Disappointment with barbers.
That too.
Going to the barber, 2-3 times a week, staying touched up or whatever. And even if you're just going for a line or whatever, you still tipping them. You tipping them. You giving them what they asked for. You tipping them, and then they mess up your head. You
Yeah.
say something, they act like you supposed to just keep it pushing. It's all right, but I'm paying you for a service, and I'm tipping you, and I
I
keep
paid up
coming.
to $50
You
before,
know,
and the
and
barber
keep
messed up
doing
my
this, and you
hair.
doing this to my hair. Then
So
I go
you
to
got
another
a
one.
charge for the hair and a charge for this. That's
Yeah,
separate,
they
You
right?
get
charge
a
for this.
charge, and it all depends on how you getting it, and whatever. Are you getting a straight razor, like just like a
Hmm.
line? You can get a
Yeah.
trimmer line, or you can get a straight
That's
razor
true.
line.
Yeah.
So it depends on which with all you get and everything, and what are they using? Are you getting, like I said, a straight razor, or are they using trimmers?
I
Some
got a
Well,
folks.
the
straight razor
prices has
all over, and
definitely
they still
changed
messed it
from when
up.
I was doing hair back in the days. I was a cosmetologist, so I learned how to do basic cuts. I can do a little barber stuff like that, but I wasn't a barber. But I was a cosmetologist. I learned it all. But prices has definitely
They have
changed.
changed.
I hear stories about brothers who go in the barbershop now just to get this, because they do their own ball, they do their own razor head, and they go here and they paying like $30 or whatever it is, and they go once a week. And I'm
Yeah,
like, why does it cost so much just to get this?
but they
You
paying
know,
they
it,
paying more than $30 because they tipping as well. I'm quite sure
Right,
they tipping.
it depends
right.
You
on where they
know,
go.
That's true.
yeah. If it's
The new
somebody
school
that they
talking about
deal with all the
$40 for a
time,
haircut.
yeah,
I've paid up to
yeah.
$100. It doesn't
I
matter.
ain't
It's
getting
about the
down.
expertise. It's about the expertise. I wanted a perfect cut because I worked in retail and I wanted to have a certain look. And I paid up to $100, and the barber still didn't do what I needed them to do. At the end of the day, they came close, but it wasn't worth $100.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Oh.
you
And
guys, some of you guys are really picky with your haircuts, then, huh?
Yes, I
Nah,
was.
I'm like if I'm paying $100 for a haircut and you're gonna get 100, it
Yeah.
should look like $100. Like it should look like $200. Like it should
Oh, so
look
you saying it
good.
should take a couple of hours on your head, huh?
I
I mean,
want it to look sharp. I
you
want to look
pay
like I'm
for what
famous.
you get what you pay, and the more
You
you
get
pay,
what you pay for.
you want to have that service and that look. That's why you paying what you pay, and the customers always said is right. So if you're paying that and they haven't satisfied you, then a good barber or a cosmetologist is going to work with you. They're either going to fix the problem, or they're going to give you your next visit free, or they're going to tell you to come back in a few days.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to work with you to keep the clientele. But if they just kind of brush you off like, well, oh well, I'm sorry, the clipper fell. You got a line back there. I can't do nothing. One guy had to cut off his whole mustache because a gas happened right here. The barber's fault. So the whole thing had to come. I
Oh
mean, come
no.
on. You
Mm-mm.
go in with a
I'm
mustache,
sorry,
you
that's
just
not
want it
funny.
lined up, and then you come
If it
home
was
With
with
a
me, I'd
buck
be.
nothing.
face.
If it was me, I would have been
And
pissed.
that service should be free because it wasn't my fault, it was yours. So why am I paying you?
Mm.
See,
Okay.
They want that.
that's why after all that, that's why I said I knew I had a remedy for it. The remedy was to go to Walgreens, buy me some $25 trimmers, and
Mm-hmm.
take it off and tip myself each
Right,
time. Now
right. That's where I'm at.
I got me that skull shaver, and shoot,
Mm-hmm.
I used them ball clippers, balding
Mm-hmm.
clippers. Like if
Mm-hmm.
I let my hair grow too long, I just kind of take it down with the balding clippers. Then I use that rotary thing. But other than that, you know how much money I can imagine how much money I saved from going to the god dog barber, being just
You
you
don't go
know
now for this either? You
I
don't
know
go?
I
Nope, I
do my
don't.
own.
I do my own
I mean,
now,
I need to
especially during
shave
quarantine.
tomorrow, but I take like that knife, that little comb, the short end, comb it down,
The
then
blade? Oh, the
flip it.
cone.
Yeah, the comb. Comb it down with the thin end, then I flip the comb, hold it down like a line,
Oh, he
Hmm.
said he flipped the
have me a
cone.
straight line,
Yeah, he know
Talking
what he
like
talking
he got
about.
some
flip
kind of
it.
skill.
Yeah, he
I
know
know
what he
I
talking
do.
about. Oh,
Bip,
you
bip,
got your
bip,
regular
bip.
screensaver on. I see you now.
Make me a
You
straight
know what you're talking
line.
about.
make me a straight line coming down, angle it, catch my angles. Bam.
Yep. That's exactly what I do. I do
Trim
the
it up,
same thing.
line it up.
Yep.
Be like,
You do that once a week?
$40 in my. I do at least. Yeah. I got to do it every other day.
Yeah.
So like,
for
today
me.
I'm kind of good, but tomorrow I definitely will be shaving and
I'm about 3 days overdue.
But I'm
my
like
hat's
every
off
other
to
day.
you.
My
hat's
hair.
off to you. I wonder how you guys looked with hair though. I like.
But we like to be treated, and so that's why we go to the barber. We like to treat ourselves, and that's the problem. Is we go to treat ourselves, and a part of treating ourselves is paying a little extra, and we don't get the results that we're looking for, and that's been the disappointment.
And Lord, if you got to take a couple of kids, a couple of boys, you got, oh Lord, you walking out of there paying $100.
Oh, you ain't lying,
right?
And you better hope they don't mess up them boys' hairline.
Yeah, I done seen some hairlines too far back, or
I done seen some kids come out crooked as I don't know what.
I used to cut my nephew's. I used to cut my nephew's hair all the time, and it was precise. I should have went and got my license and got paid for it, but
yeah,
you live and you learn, right?
It ain't nothing wrong with having that license. You can always utilize it. Well, moving right along, my hat's off in respect to the baldness. Y'all have enlightened me. You have educated me about that, and I'm gonna tell you, it looks pretty sexy on most of you guys. Not too many men can work it, but you guys look really good with your bald, I must say.
I'm trying to show us some hair.
You know what? You got jokes, John. You got jokes. John, let yours grow out for 2 weeks. We want to see you.
I'm gonna have about just as much hair as
JJ
Jay over there jumping.
Yeah, I'm working with about 2 months worth of growth.
I'm telling you, if I do 2 weeks, my hair is gonna be grown in.
Yeah, JJ hair was long. He cut all his hair off.
I gotta keep cutting my hair.
It was too much. All that hair, it was too much.
Like everybody else, I don't know. Y'all ain't sharing
if I go 3 days,
Ben ain't got hecka quiet. I guess
you're gonna
he's starting
see
to
hair
get sentimental.
all over. It ain't gonna be long, but you're gonna see hair all over my head if I go 3 days.
Well, I just want to see it. Just bring it on, okay?
Got a hairline and
everything.
Other
topics, Miss Donna. I'm with you. You got other topics you trying to talk about.
Y'all doing too much. Y'all done had
That's you on your cosmetology run.
Did y'all see the John shared that with me about Eminem that was told to leave America after taking a knee during the Super Bowl?
I think that's the most extreme version of what happened.
The former former New York mayor. I mean, leaving. Told him to leave America.
They just don't want to see why people are taking a knee.
And why was he on his knee?
They don't want it. They don't want you to have a choice. They want you to go with what they say. That's what it is. Nobody wants you to have a choice. They want you to go along with their system and their program that they've been playing for decades.
Right.
And as they change yours, just like we just said, they want to opt out of Black History Month, but they want you to respect their history.
Right.
And that's what it's all about. When everybody sees it's a problem with their history, then they fight and telling you better leave and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But when they fight your history, it's all good.
Yeah. Well, I just thought I'd bring that up. That just really blew my curls.
Well, my thing is it's a
what?
white dude. Let's keep it 100. It's a white dude that's taking a knee. It's not a Black dude. None of the Black people on stage also took a knee. It was Eminem that took a knee. He didn't just take a knee. He also bowed his head, and he did it during the Tupac. It was a dedication to Tupac.
Yes.
And that was very brief because rumors were out that they were going to put the hologram up on stage. I don't know if y'all heard about that.
Yeah.
But there was a rumor that he was going to be on stage as a hologram, and that didn't happen. So they did a little Tupac medley, which was actually a sample of the DeBarges in one of their songs back in the day. And that's just for educational purposes. And y'all can go on Google and research that. But it goes back in the day, but that sample has been used throughout hip hop and R&B. And Tupac made it the most popular when he came out with I Ain't Mad At Ya. And so that's what Dr. Dre was playing on the piano. And that's when Eminem took a knee. And the issue with the knee, it has to do with that there's still an issue with discrimination and police brutality in America to this day after Colin Kaepernick took that knee. So that's the issue that is at hand. And
nicely said, JJ. Nicely
I'd like
said.
to give a shout out though. I heard that the billionaire brother Robert Smith is about to purchase the Denver Broncos. So I sure like to give a shout out to that brother. Go on, spend that money on getting what you need.
That's part of Black history. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Robert Smith.
Okay.
Black
yes.
owner of a major football team.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, but you know, my thing real quick on what y'all was just saying, I think the reason people are upset and what it usually comes down to is that it oh my God.
We're with you. We're with you.
I ain't mad at you.
You know, it exposes what's going on. It exposes them.
Yeah.
And I only say them who are against, who are against us. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
People of color.
It's not.
So it
exposes.
exposes all their wrong, or it sets up for their wrong to be exposed,
Right.
and they don't want that. You only upset. Come on, you done something, and somebody say, "Hey, I seen you over at so and so house, and you know you weren't supposed to be over there, or you didn't want nobody to catch you over there." And you get, "No, I wasn't over there." You get upset because they exposing you. You ready to fight for something that you wrong about.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is.
Just crazy.
So I'm getting mad because you're getting close to my truths.
Yeah,
and when you get close to my truths, now I start to get defensive. And I'm also trying to create attention on something you got going to take the attention off of what I done got going.
Exactly.
Or what I done had going.
Exactly.
So the issue is because it exposes, and folks don't like that because you done talked about, and let me tell you, he only used Eminem because he's white.
Right.
If he would have used any other of one of them, it would have been on. Now we would have had another issue. Would we have another issue because we know
they would have tried to blackball that person.
But
they
if they would have tried
to do what they did to Janet Jackson.
Well,
they can't blackball Eminem because he already black.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He already down with the brothers. They
even got on Mary J. Blige. Didn't I send you that?
They said she fat. She was fat. I say fat.
Sister was looking good.
Mary J. Blige was looking good.
She was looking fabulous. I was like, girl, I was getting ready to email her and say, girl, let me wear them boots. Give me them.
But see, they were concerned about the words of the songs and what the words stood for. Because did they say anything about crib walking?
No.
Did they say anything about all them? Did they say anything about all them people in prison outfit?
I need to watch that Super Bowl show myself. I didn't even see the whole thing.
They would talk about.
Oh, you gotta watch it from start to finish. You gotta watch it.
Didn't I say? I think I sent it to you, Donna, about the guy I told you, the sports guy who wrote how he called Snoop old gang. He called him gang something, weed smoking crowd. He just listed all this stuff, and he talked about Goodall. He called Goodall crouch grabbing, weed smoking something, whatever. But this is what I'm saying. That's something that they could attack. All them people of color in prison uniforms for one. Then you got the other ones standing up. You seen that whole crowd with the hoodies on. That was another,
they was all,
so
that was
and
tight.
then that guy, what's his name? What's his name?
Kendrick Lamar.
Did the Dre Day and had the Dre Day stuff on there, and did his little Z, and was that on point, and they did that formation march and stuff, showing, just showing this unity and the togetherness.
The unity, that's the word.
When we together, how things are on point, and so they see all these messages. They see the messages, but they don't want to acknowledge the messages because, again, the messages is only exposing what you have done or what you are doing or what you are doing.
We're continuing to do to this day.
Yeah.
And that's what your own unity.
That's why they're so upset and attacking the you concerned about attacking halftime Super Bowl, and here we got Russia on the border of Ukraine about to raid Ukraine. Here we just got finished having Iran shooting something down.
Yes.
We got all this other stuff going on. And you ain't even talking about that. Talk about how Trump was proved guilty on taking classified stuff to the other location.
What happened to that?
After he left the White House? Let's talk
what happened to that?
He shared so many documents.
We don't want to talk. We don't want to talk about
his whole family has
This country is so close at going to war. We're so close to being in war, and these cats is not playing around. Who we dealing with? You got this guy off in Korea. He's shooting missiles. He practicing on how he gonna get one over here.
Yeah, talking about North Korea. Talking about Kim Jong-un.
That's what he practicing. How can he get one over here? How can he get one up to wherever, Russia?
While we're talking,
he's not that far from California. No offense to anybody that's still in it. But hey, he's not that far from California.
And that's what they're all trying to do. Man, come on.
So the focus is on the wrong
thing.
The Pacific is the Asian. That's the Asian pathway. Anything to Asia, you go through the Pacific because it's right there. You know what I'm saying? And this fool is sitting up here saying, "Yeah, let me." We gonna try to hit y'all right there, San Francisco and LA. They know where the money at. They know where the money at.
Right in the heart of the city.
These folks.
Well, we gonna have to talk about this again some more.
I know we getting deep.
This will take up the whole show, y'all.
I know.
Just give people and it's just, I want to reiterate. This is grown folk talk. This is topics that's happening, that's real. This is not fabricated conversation. We're not trying to offend anyone. We're just bringing stuff on the table. And that's what we do here on the Donna Smith Show, Grown Folk Talk. So we're going to move right on. We're going to talk about that next week. We're going to continue on, but we're going to talk about our inquiring minds want to know question of the day.
I've been waiting for this. Let me take me a little sip.
Take a sip because y'all got to help somebody out now. Come on now. Okay.
I'm ready.
My woman's job is now having open enrollment for health benefits at her job. I am her significant other and has been for 3 years. My job's benefits cost too much, and she said last year that she would add me on hers this year. Well, now she's making excuses. Mind you, her benefits are free, and we have talked about marriage in the next 2 years. So I need to know, is she wrong? I may have to reevaluate her loyalty. What do you think, grown folks?
Get the benefits when you get married, player.
He said they get married in 2 years.
This ain't 2 years.
They've been together for 3.
So you saying that, she told him last year that she would put him on this year. So now she's
and he told her last year he was gonna put her on this year. And he said I would go 2 more.
He didn't tell her that.
Okay.
That ain't what he
did.
Ben.
Can I speak from my perspective real quick,
yes,
please?
Go ahead on, JJ.
If it were me and it was I told my partner that I would put them on, I would stick to my word, whether we're married or not, because I care about their health. I care about their well-being. If I said I was gonna do something, I would stick to that. Now, when the time comes around, I feel some type of way. That means that something has occurred in the interim that has made me change my mind about giving my partner that I'm supposed to be with for life or for X amount of time. Even if I wasn't with this person for life, the fact that I said that I would put them on my benefits and I decided that I wouldn't do that, that's a red flag.
I mean, your word is your bond, right? Your word is your bond. Now, I can see if you broken up or you broke up or you got funk, but you still together and you talking about marriage in a couple of years. Your word is your bond, right?
I would just feel obligated to put them on my stuff.
Yeah, it's like it cost us some money or something, though. Is it cost us something?
Anything to do it?
Oh yeah, I didn't consider that. Does it cost something to put?
No, it don't cost nothing. And if it
probably a charge for him.
Wait. It costs on their benefits that they have already for them to do. But on their mate's benefits is absolutely free for them to add them as a significant other.
I thought he said that it's free for her, but I didn't hear anything about him.
No, he said his benefits cost.
It's free for her to add me on.
How do you know he meant that?
Because that's what it say.
He said it's.
You got hearing. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what it says.
I'm listening.
It says, well, now she's making excuses. Mind you, her benefits are free. And we talked about marriage in the next 2 years. Her benefits are free.
Okay, let me just explain something. Her benefits are free. My benefits are free. But if I put somebody on, a little something is going to be paid for that person. My benefits is 100%.
Where I work, you can add on your significant other, your spouse. I
can add them on. I can add them on.
And you don't pay nothing.
You don't pay nothing extra.
You don't pay nothing extra. You can add on your dog. I
would add my partner. No questions asked. If that was the case, if I don't have to pay anything extra, I'm adding my partner because I want them to benefit from my benefits.
So they'll be able to stay healthy and go to the doctor and deal with whatever their health issue. And you are still with that person.
Putting that thing in you and ain't safe.
For me, I've been with my partner.
He get his thing safe.
I would love to see some.
For me, I've been with my partner for like 5 years. For me, I've been with my partner for like 5 years. What I look like not putting them on my benefits? But like, what kind of sense does that make? We're basically, according to the state, we're considered what is it? Common law married. That was the word I was looking for at this point.
Yeah.
So why would I not put them on my benefits at this point? That's something wrong with that.
Well, not in California. Common law is 5 years. 5 years in California.
But I'm 5 years.
Been together I'm 5 years 3 in. And gonna get married in 2. So that'll be.
But my thing is this: the bottom line is she said she would. So it don't matter how long they've been together or what it costs. The fact is, if it's cheaper than what he was going to pay, if it is a cost, I'm quite sure. But
and it sounds like they live together.
She said she was.
Yeah.
So that's the bottom line. You know, I am going to do it. And then when he said, and we have been talking about marriage, because when he first said that she said last year she was going to add me. Now she's saying something different.
Last year she said she was going to add him this year.
That's what I'm saying.
And last year she said
she was going to add him this year, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But but then now she's coming up with these excuses. Now he said they've been talking about marriage. I would probably have to have that conversation again, because now why are these excuses? And, because it started having me thinking like, oh, do you plan for us not to be together? So you don't want me on that thing, or I mean,
That's
you
my
gotta
feelings.
answer.
Those are my exact
That's why he's
feelings.
questioning loyalty. He's questioning,
He gotta
is this
talk to her
going in
about
the
it.
right direction? You know what I'm saying?
He say, what is that's what he needs to talk to her about. What other reasons are these? And then are some of these the reasons, or what have you? Whatever may come to his mind, speak them to her. That she may be planning on to leaving me, or she just don't, or she might think he might leave her.
Or maybe she got a boo in the closet.
Oh no,
I mean,
we ain't gonna say all that just yet.
Maybe she got a boo in the closet and she's thinking about adding boo on the benefits.
Don't
we didn't say that.
No.
I'm very diplomatic. You gotta open up. Hey, how you gonna tell me last year what you gonna do this year, and we talk about getting married, and now you got reservations, but you still with me?
Don't focus on if there's another cat. Let's keep the conversation. Let's keep the conversation about the insurance.
Open up the closet. Open it.
No, if you keep it on the insurance, it'll open up to anything else that needs to be open.
Keep the sneak up in the spot. Keep the sneak.
Oh, not kick the sneak.
Anyway, what we gonna tell this brother? This brother's last sentence was, I may have to reevaluate her loyalty.
That's
What's
right.
your thoughts, grown folks?
Well, you answered your own question, bro.
He sneaked in.
Go talk with her. Tell her everything you feel. Say, hey, I think something going down. I don't know what's going up. At least have a conversation with her if he decides to leave. Talk to her first.
At least make sure you have a place to stay before you
just
have this discussion.
Don't stress out too much in case you have a heart attack.
He got a job. He already said his insurance costs more. He gonna pay. He might as well pay at his own spot.
His insurance costs a lot more from what he was saying.
He might as well go and pay
at
his own
is
spot.
Absolutely free for him to be on there. Absolutely free.
That just don't. I know. I hear what y'all saying. I just think that, like at the beginning when he said it costs more for him to be on his. So I think that is cheaper on hers. And I think when he said it's free for her, I really believe he's talking about her. I mean, we don't see nothing else that says it's free for me to get on.
It's free for her to add him on. That's what that meant. I'm telling you.
That's what that meant.
I had a conversation with him. It's free for him. I mean, for her to add him on
now that's a whole different thing. See, that's a whole different thing.
I got it. It's not costing her a dime to add him on.
Yeah, but no,
the same thing at my job. It wouldn't cost me a dime to
I'm
add
not saying
on
that right now.
My family members.
I'm not saying that right now. You said you talked to him, so now I can see where you getting that part of the information that he said you had talked with him. But when I'm listening to the letter, is what I'm saying. I don't hear it in the letter.
It just didn't word for word say. It said it don't cost her nothing. So you just was looking for that part that said it doesn't cost her nothing to add me. But that's what he meant, because the story was shared to me and I said, send it to me in writing.
Okay.
So from what I gathered and got,
that's what I got.
It's free for all for her to do this, and she just
don't cost her nothing,
all of a sudden.
It don't cost her nothing, and she's being selfish and she's being weird.
Yeah. But she still want to be with him, and he's questioning the loyalty now.
She likes.
She said she still want to be with him.
Well, that stuff is real important.
She ain't talking about leaving him.
She like how he put it down in the bedroom. And maybe he.
Is that all it is?
Maybe that's
she don't want to make sure he's healthy. Yeah, she just want to make sure he can beat it down.
She like that. She like that clap.
He on the clap.
He doing that clap, and that's it.
She can clap, but she ain't gonna make sure if he cough, he's okay.
Right.
That's damn shame.
All right. Well, y'all just tell him to reevaluate the situation, have a conversation with her, talk about it. And
you
see
got
what's
a blue
going on. Where are you guys going? Is it a Tyrone in the closet or not? What's going on? Why? Just have a talk
with her. Just talk with her.
Because I
like Gruff in there. Gruff about to tell you put something down.
And don't go focus around.
Don't do what?
Don't go focusing on Tyrone. Just go
Tyrone in the
and
closet.
have the
Ain't nothing wrong with
conversation.
Tyrone.
Tyrone probably
Do your
don't
thing,
even
say young
exist.
Need some dental.
Tyrone probably don't
Tyrone
even
needs some
exist.
Delta Dental, baby. Okay. All right.
Maybe
Y'all
she got
gonna
several
work it out. Work it
Tyrone.
out, inquiring minds.
Oh,
Let me
y'all.
Ain't
go
nothing
ahead and
wrong.
go.
Get a little Tyrone.
Okay, check this out, y'all. This person said, she said, I was going to visit my dude, right? And he told me that if I wasn't coming over to give him some clap, to not come at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
She said she was offended. What was he really saying?
If she wasn't giving it up, stay where the hell you at?
Well, then you gotta think about.
I mean, they was getting ready to do a visit.
She keep coming over and playing around.
I mean, they care for each other. They visit each other. They see each other. They clap sometime or whatever. But on this particular time, I guess he was really feeling his, his horns was raging. So he told her, "Come on over, babe. I want to see you. But if you're not gonna give me the clap, then you might as well stay on home."
Yeah.
Now her thing was, why put conditions on it? Her mentor was like, I probably will end up spending the night and giving him the clap. But why would you say?
No, she ain't.
If you're not gonna do that, stay home. That's making
because she been playing. She come over and rub up against. He won't give him none.
Huh?
Rub that booty. She put that booty. She be the little spoon, giving him that booty all up in his thing. They won't let him have none.
Was gonna get it anyway. It's not like they never did it. But
if somebody say that, what's that mean?
Okay, hold up, Ben. But for a person to say that and it really mean it, if you're not gonna give me the clap, don't come. And you care about this person. What is that saying? Gareth, what do you say? What you think he's on?
That means if you come over, you need to give up that clap, and that's it. And that's all.
Don't
and what if she? If her mind
don't be talking about I'm tired and all of that, and I can't do it, and I had a long week.
Let's just cuddle tonight, baby.
When you come through. You're not coming over for Netflix and cuddle under the blankets on the couch. You're coming over to do the damn thing. And you need to be about that.
So
now,
basically,
I hate to say it like that, but that's how it is.
He's saying, I just want you for the clap, and that's
no,
it.
That ain't what he said. Home. He didn't say that.
What does that mean?
He said, this time you better come over and give me some of that cootie boo. I ain't dealing with the Netflix night. That's what he's telling her.
He might not necessarily be saying that that's all.
Why would he tell her to stay home if she's not going to do that?
Because he can get it from somewhere else. He can go on a
dating website. Oh, he didn't say that, JJ.
Is that what's up?
That's exactly.
So he's trying to put his ducks in order.
He's going on a dating website and he can go get it. And he about to go let it happen.
I was waiting for somebody to say
you gonna give it to me, or I'm gonna get it from a dating website. What you trying to do? That's what he's saying.
So pretty much he's saying,
if you really with somebody, you gonna wait. He's
saying if you ain't gonna give me the clap, stay home.
So you ain't gonna give me the clap.
He gonna try to work on here. Maybe calling somebody else in the black.
I'm gonna get on this Tinder app. I'm gonna get on this Tinder app and I'm gonna make this shit happen. I'm getting on Tinder and I'm making it happen.
Away from her.
And that's
just what it is. It's not.
But they supposedly care for each other. They got history. They've been together before in that capacity.
You can still care for somebody and give somebody else the business.
Disrespect, I think
it's not
that's disrespect.
You one of those. It sounds like it. Donna one of them too. He come over, he about to get him some, and he ain't getting nothing.
What I'm saying is this.
It's when
the clap most likely. You
keep saying most likely. That ain't your. That's not your coochie.
You both grown.
That's not your coochie cooch. That's her coochie cooch,
right?
That's her coochie.
We're not to be grown.
Stuff is going to happen either way.
No, it ain't always happening. People be playing.
But for you to put stipulations on my visit and saying, if you're not gonna clap when you come over, stay home, then that makes a woman feel some kind of way.
Good.
That makes her feel like that's all you just want to see me because of the clap.
No, it's just hey, I could either.
That's just like a woman telling a man, if you come over here tonight and you can't get up and you having problems getting it up and it ain't happening, dude, stay home. Stay home.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay my ass home.
And he may be wanting to visit her.
I'm gonna keep my black ass at home.
Wouldn't his feelings get hurt?
Why would your feelings be hurt?
I'm gonna feel some type of way, but I'm gonna appreciate her honesty. I'm gonna appreciate the honesty. Okay, well, I don't need to come over.
Dude, if you can't bring it tonight, because I know you've been struggling with some little impotency issue. If you can't bring it tonight, my nigga, stay home.
Hey, it's what it is. It's what it is.
How is that gonna make you feel?
Wait, what, Garrett? What'd you say, Garrett?
Yeah, Garrett got a lot to say about this.
What you say, Gareth?
The booty love out there.
The booty? What you say?
Love. Money noise.
Did he say booty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she have a big booty?
I got the strippers and everything.
Yeah.
Well, if she have a big booty, what I'm saying is the clap was probably gonna go down anyway.
No, that's what you saying.
But why do you make a person
That's not what you
said. It's all about that only.
Oh,
Stay
that's what you keep saying.
That's not what you said.
But you got to think about
he probably did the whole thing. You know, I don't want to get nasty, but sometimes you know you get on the situation and you putting the tongue in the situation and then they say, "Oh, I don't want nothing else, thank you." It's like, wait a minute, blood. So I done took care of you, but you don't want to take care of me. What's the deal?
Right.
See,
well,
dude,
that's a selfish situation right there.
No. Here you go, selfish. Is she was selfish? That's why he telling her
That's a selfish situation right there.
Don't come over here playing, girl.
When you do a clap, you're supposed to be into satisfying one another.
But you gotta.
But what I'm saying is, don't tell a person as a man. This was a man and a woman. The man told the woman that he supposedly have some feelings for her. They spend time together. They clap every now and again. He told her, tonight you can come on through. We can kick it, but if you ain't gonna clap with me, stay home.
That's actually
so the woman was like,
I hate to say
I don't know what's gonna go down. I was just coming to spend time with you. We see what it do. Have us a couple of drinks, play some music. We see what it do. But when you come out and say, if you ain't gonna do this, stay home. Well, the woman went on, stayed home because she felt like he was looking at her as a piece of meat.
I agree with that. Good.
But you gotta think about how did they previously, have he ever went over to her place before and just came over and hit it and left? Have she ever came? So if it's like it's not the first time, you know, if you know, so we can't say that he probably means messing around. He probably wanted some me time and probably said, yeah, and you coming over, you know, this is what I want because I'm gonna be wanting it. And if you ain't trying to give me none, and evidently something like that something like that might have taken place before. He, you know, for him to even say that, you know, something probably happened before to where he's been spending time with it.
I don't think you should do it like that. I just think you should just make a person feel as though, especially somebody that you have been gigging with, just make it seem as though, hey, I just want to, you know, I want to spend some time with you. And you already got in your mind.
You ain't gotta make it feel like nothing when you tired of playing games.
You got in your mind, I'm going to get some of that booty tonight, right? You know.
That's right. You supposed to have that.
Tell a person, if you ain't going to give me the booty, stay home. What the heck?
Why not?
Well,
why not?
Whether women like to admit it or not, they like when men are being completely straightforward about what they want, and they act like they don't like it like that. But when a man completely honest about what he wants, that might be a turn on for them, and they might come through because he said it like that. And
he probably did too.
Yeah, they probably did it.
She probably went through. She probably
came through because he kept it hunting like that. Now, if he didn't come through like that, if he was like, "Oh, we could cuddle and stuff," she probably got somebody on her second line ready to just bang her out. But he came through with the gut puncher and went on ahead and said what he felt was the truth, and she went on ahead and came through because he spoke his truth. And I don't find anything wrong with keeping it hunted. I do find something wrong with being disrespectful. So if he came at her disrespectful and was like, if you don't blah blah blah, and I'm not gonna say that on YouTube, then we ain't getting it happening, you know. But he didn't come at her like that. He was just like, look, we need to do the damn thing.
If you're not gonna give me some of that when you come over,
that's right.
Tonight,
and she probably liked it like that.
You might as well stay home.
Phrased it. It was probably a certain way that he phrased it, and she was like, "I'm gonna be over there in 20 minutes," and he was ready as soon as she came through, and they did the.
I mean, if he would have came out in a way that, like, girl,
it's that Teddy Pendergrass
about you. I'm a Teddy man. I'm a Teddy.
Yeah,
right.
When I see you tonight, baby, you be ready. Girl, you be ready. Now you coming like that, a woman gonna be like,
that's
where my
true.
lingerie at? Where my best perfume, man? You got some
girl,
but some women like to be talked to a little bit inappropriate.
I need to
they like to be talked to a little bit rough like that. They do. Hey, and this is coming from a dude that talks to women. They be like, they tell me all their little secrets. I should probably shut up.
I mean, a woman enjoys
probably
being rough with the talk sometime and saying some stuff. I'm not saying nothing against that. I'm just saying sometimes you have to choose your words a little. You can offend somebody.
Man, here you go. You gonna try to decide what this man told her what it is.
Somebody. I'm not gonna tell
because you gonna tell her
if you don't bring the Vienna sausage.
You better not come on here with that bullshit.
Strong and firm and long that you need to stay home. I'm just not gonna tell you that.
You better not come over here with the grandma panties on and trying to go to sleep on my couch. I'm not. Hey, you better not come over here with that mess that you came the last time. Gertrude, don't be coming over here with that. Come over here and go taking a nap. Don't be coming over here playing around, Gertrude.
You don't want to spend no time.
You ready, Gertrude? All that equipment you got, we gonna use your equipment tonight. I ain't playing with you tonight. You ain't coming over here with a bag, with a box of chicken. Talking about you going to sleep. No, no box of chicken tonight. No KFC.
I just honestly think that people should keep how they interact with each other to themselves and not necessarily share
and
that with everybody.
He probably mad right now. Like, yeah, why you tell them
that? because people get turned on a certain way to whoever they're with or messing around with, and they like the way that they talk, and they don't like to necessarily say that they like it like that, and that's how the clap happens. It's all about they like the fantasy of it all.
Some of them like to be talked too dirty and called names,
right?
And they like their hair yanked and all kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm not against that. If that's your thing, right on. But to tell me don't come unless I'm gonna clap. I don't know. That just seems so disrespectful.
Just make sure you have your other options open in your phone book. And
if you don't like it, you don't like it, somebody
go over there.
What you don't like, someone will.
A whole nother inquiry mind.
Make sure you have a phone book with somebody else that you can just go over and Netflix and really chill.
Yeah.
So the man telling her that, you guys saying when he told her to stay home, he went on and called somebody else?
He could have.
He could have, and she could have.
Stayed at home.
But the thing about it is that it's okay for women. It's okay for women to talk to men like that. But if a man talks to a woman like that, it comes off as disrespectful and out of pocket. But women don't like to be talked to like that.
I would never tell my dude. I would never tell my guy of
women don't like women.
Oh, girl,
women love to
tell him all the time.
Talk like that. But I have a few friends that talk to their dudes like that, and the dudes be like, "Okay, this what's up." And they get it on, but that's the
what happened
generation.
to quality time? What happened to just cuddling and watching a movie or talking or having a drink, listening to some good music?
It went away with the VCR.
What happened to that? If it leads to this, that's wonderful.
It hasn't went away. That's just what they choose not to do. A lot of people
went away with the VCR and the CD player.
No. I mean,
what's that money? What's that song? It's Friday night. I just got paid.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Body hunting.
It's to each their own. I hear what John's saying.
Yeah, it's what people choose. A lot of people. That's why I say, how have they been getting together in the past? Sometimes they have probably chose just, hey, what you doing? He probably called before. What you doing? What you got on? True. I'm about to come over there and smash, and then he left. I'm about to go meet JoJo, whatever, and go and kick it.
The exception, not the rule. It should.
Here we go. So he could have
come smash and go meet JoJo.
But see, okay.
Control the narrative.
I feel like I'm a piece of tuna.
You don't know how many times they.
Sometimes you gonna be a piece of tuna. What's wrong?
It's okay sometimes to be a piece of tuna, but I don't want to always be a piece of tuna.
But we don't know how many times. We don't know how many times they done kicked it before the end. They probably kicked it and had quality sound before. But this time, but at that moment, he was like, "Look here, I feel if you come in, I'm gonna feel like smashing. But if you're not coming, I'm cool.
It's my
I'm
night.
ESPN
it's my time.
Or watch me a movie and I'm chilling." He on me time.
That's
just like women won't.
Babe, I'm feeling some kind of way tonight. So
some women be having
I gotta come on, I gotta clean the whole house up. Like, I gotta get some snacks. I gotta do all this, and then you gonna come over and ain't gonna do nothing? No, boo.
Yeah.
Ain't going through no 2 hours, 3 hours of stuff.
So she can't come over unless she gonna clap.
Some women
have had their me time.
Some women have been on their me time.
He extra for the man when he come over, and
what's wrong, Donna? Let him get it what he wants.
That's not true, Donna. Damn. That's not always true. That's not always true.
When you need that PG&E bill paid, you ask for the PG&E pay again. I need my bill to get paid.
Men have showed up to a woman's house before. Yeah, come on over, come by.
And they didn't clap.
Ain't did no special nothing. They just went and clapped, and that was it. Some women, when they have a mean time, if they do kick what they do, and they want to continue their mean time, they're gonna probably, they're gonna clap with him for a minute and continue on their me time.
Mm-hmm.
So he wanted his me time. And we don't know how was it just a few days ago that they was spending some quality time? We don't know that. But
now people feelings want to be hurt.
She needs to ask if she got
throwing it down like that.
Okay, and then she needs to say, why did you say that, or why did you say it like that? So she accept that she accept the statement, but she can probably ask why you say it like that. But the thing is, she can say, hey, why did you tell me if I'm not coming over and we're not doing anything and stay home? He'll give her an answer. Let her get her answer. Because she got offended.
Well, okay, he's going to say because I wanted to do something.
Okay.
That's right.
If you ain't trying to do something, I'm going to get on this here grinder. Or whatever I get on.
And she may want to do something too, but she don't want that.
Donna, if you're not coming over, and check out Donna, I'm chilling right now. If you're gonna come over, I hope you got something sexy on. Other than that, I'm just gonna kick it. Don't even come.
Yeah. Say your ass there,
You got something sexy? You got on some jeans.
Hello.
What you what?
I didn't mean to hang up on you like that, but
that's just
kind of came kind of raw with that. But I do have some sexy stuff over here.
Okay.
Okay, because I was
and we good, and he gonna say,
but I mean,
if
we don't do that, is it okay? Because I don't know how, I'm
take you in that sexy stuff, because you got that sexy stuff on, and I ain't gonna be able to act right. That sexy stuff gonna get me going.
I'll put on my flannel.
But no, you done already got me started now. So if you ain't coming over,
so you don't want to
even.
Or you gonna act like all the rest of them?
Because I don't know all started. I don't know about the rest of them. But see, but I can't say you got me started. You got me feeling some kind of way, and now you're gonna tell me no.
Why you just can't come? And just
because that's what I want to do. I want you to come so I can come.
He was feeling some kind of way. Exactly. That's what exactly.
And then two grown folks just see what it do. Quit playing.
No, I don't want to see what it do.
She should have called ahead of time.
And she wouldn't have been
so offended. If she would have called ahead of time, she wouldn't have been so offended.
What you mean?
See what it do.
That's true.
We gonna see what they do.
Did she say she just with the? What did she say at the beginning? That she went to swing by his place or something? What did she say at the beginning of her letter?
She said I was going to visit my dude. He told me that if I wasn't coming over to give him some clap, to not come at all.
Saved their trip.
I was offended.
Saved their trip.
Hey, some women to come over. Some women to come over.
What was he
but some women to come over ain't even got the kitchen set. It's got all the hairs all half, ain't shaved or nothing because they know they ain't doing nothing. That ain't right.
Well, that's if the man likes a shave. Some men like a bush.
Yeah, but she ain't ready. She had no preparation together.
It depends on your dude. That don't mean she ain't ready. He may like a bush, so she clean.
He said, "Stop! Come on, stop!" She said the whole time, "Stop! Don't do that."
She didn't even come through with no DoorDash. She didn't even come through with no Kentucky Fried Chicken or something. Something to snack on.
Least have it ready.
Through to just sit around.
Well, had a
lawn ready, huh?
But if a man, most women like to be, But if she knows her man likes that, she's gonna accommodate that. And if he knows she likes him like that, you usually try to, accommodate one another. So if she knows
because you gonna do what? Because you coming over to clap.
So she
just like if a woman is on her monthly. And she knows her man is coming over and he's probably going to want to, she should tell him, well, it's that time of the month, boo. Okay. But she will get offended if he say, well, okay, you on your rag, I ain't coming. She will get offended because she will feel like he still should want to spend some time with me.
No, it's some other stuff. It's some other stuff that goes with that. Some of that mentality stuff goes along with that too. He probably don't want to deal with all that
the mood
swings, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, the mood swings.
He probably don't want to deal with all that.
The bad attitude.
I don't give a fudge on how I look and what's going on.
All of that.
Whatever.
I had another woman on my show right now.
It's somebody, a woman who
y'all don't understand.
No, some women, and that's why we say, okay, I don't understand, so I'm gonna let you have your time.
Yeah, we love us, and we still need your presence even when we on the rag. We need
even in the Bible, in some places in the Old Testament.
What's the rag got to do with anything?
Send the woman out and she go out all about on her own. And there's actually some cultures
got to do with anything.
No, I'm gonna speak on it. I'm gonna speak on
it. They went from talking about.
No, that's you.
What's wrong with the rag? What's the rag got to do with anything, Donna?
No, us men, we have our mood swings too. They trying to come. They trying to come. We got our mood swings too as men. We don't want to talk about it.
You act a fool. You do. You do.
Yeah, us men have mood swings.
Nobody giving a rip about no rag. What the heck? Rag. What's that mean?
Donna was talking about
that's what the rag towel is for.
I say if the woman tells you that, baby, you can
don't care nothing about that.
I just want you to know.
Yes, some men don't give a damn about that. That's true.
Ain't nothing about that. Just put the towel down, baby.
See.
Hey. Nothing about that. Come on now.
He caught us all off guard real quick.
Yeah.
I knew where Bill was going.
Exist.
It went off guard. I was just waiting.
You knew what it was. Ain't nobody cares nothing about that.
I was waiting for the towel part.
Ain't nobody worried about that.
He didn't say towel. He said red towel. It had to
That's
be
right.
red.
That's right.
Oh dang! I didn't hear that part.
That's right. A red one. A dark red. That burgundy.
We're gonna say one more thing before we go out the door.
I'm ready for the kids to sleep.
Men don't like big girls.
So you got period towels and period drawers.
Big men don't like big girls. Why?
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I know several people. I know several dudes.
I know
a lot of big dudes that are with big women right now. That's not true.
Better.
Oh my God!
I ain't saying all that. I'm just saying.
The better. Listen to him.
Oh my Lord!
Who said that?
That's not true.
Men, if you a big dude, do you like big girls?
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of big couples out there. I know a lot of big couples.
I wonder how they do it. I would like to see that, but
I mean, they still get it.
I appreciate you, JJ.
They get it.
That's the good stuff right there, JJ.
That's just my perspective. I want to see how they get it.
But they do. They can get creative with it. I mean, you can get creative.
From the back, pull it up, pull the tummy up. Yeah,
you gotta work a little. That's why I think some of the slender men, it's a challenge for them. When they see a real big girl, they kind of like, man, I can handle that. Let me try. It's a challenge thing. But I'm talking about a big man and a big girl because you both breathing hard. You both
breathing hard.
Oh my God! Because they big, you done gave them asthma. You done gave them asthma and shrinkage and everything else. You done gave all this other stuff. You done took big and you done gave them asthma, shrinkage, and everything else.
Breathing out of shape, can't move around.
That's not necessarily true. Sometimes big people are more limber than skinny people. Sometimes big people can stretch.
They're in good shape. I used to be a lot bigger than
more skinny people. That is true.
Flexible big girl.
I know a few big girls that can drop it down. They can do splits and everything on. I know some big girls do splits and everything. One big girl, she can do the splits up the side of the wall. She can take her legs and kick it up to the side of the wall.
Shall we pray?
So some skinny girls can't do that.
You can't be giving. You can't be saying because they big people.
But is a big man turned on to a big girl?
Oh Lord Jesus!
If he with her, it must be. I mean, I can't tell you. With a big man,
all that equipment. Oh my goodness! All that assets and liabilities and
I know. I'll just say I know a couple, and I have some questions, and I haven't been able to ask these questions, and they're very personal. I'm like, I really want to know how they get it, how they get down.
Still get it.
I be wanting to know.
They still get it, but
they do, and they've been together for a while.
But if one person,
that's because they eat all that candy, got them sweet.
And one is bigger.
That good papaya juice or something. Oh my Lord! All that tastes good.
Another person can kind of bounce around it, But when you're both thickalicious, I'm just wondering because there's a lot of slender, tall men who like big girls. But I was just wondering about the big fellas. What is the preference for a lot of the big fellas? Does it matter?
Well, everybody got their own
preference.
preference.
Want her to have some meat too. We want her to be big too.
I'm a big dude. I like thick. I like sisters. I like people with booty and hips. And you can't get booty and hips in 110 pounds. It just don't happen unless they 4'11".
4'11" is compact. Yeah.
Hey,
so yeah.
Well, if there's any heavyweights and they're interested in learning new ways, believe it or not, WebMD actually has.
I thought you was about to give out your phone number.
I thought you was about to lose your mind.
I was
for it. Say, my brother.
I thought you were about to give out your phone number.
Not on the Donna Smith show. You ain't. You ain't gonna tell them to be.
No, but he's stupid. He's stupid. No, but WebMD actually have a list of positions for people who are overweight couples.
Okay.
So you can actually a list of positions, different positions for.
Is that on WebMD?
On WebMD.
Okay.
WebMD.
And I'm quite sure
they connected to the Kama Sutra then, huh?
I'm quite sure there's others. I'm quite sure there's others.
Look at JJ. Pull it up, JJ.
But you can go to WebMD and they have sexual positions, suggestive sexual positions for overweight people, overweight couples.
Okay, I'm gonna type in couples.
Put in something like, if you Google it, put in like overweight couples. What?
The WebMD was the first thing that popped up. I'm on it right now.
What did it say? What did it say? What's the title? What's the title?
It's sex positions for overweight people, and this was published June 28, 2021. And then it says, how does it work? And they highlighted missionary, but doggy style, cowgirl, standing, spooning. But yeah.
Everybody's pretty interesting.
John, how did you know that?
I'm looking it up.
John.
Had him a thick one. That's what it is. He was trying to.
No. I'm gonna tell you how that came. I look at WebMD for a lot of different things, especially like medication. Okay. I want to know. You got to be careful. Just real quick, you got to be careful what your doctor tell you or how your doctor directs you to take medicine.
Yeah.
Because the pharmaceuticals probably did not design it that way. So I always like to see what the pharmaceuticals, what they say, on how to take something. So anyway, I was coming through, and that's how that came through. I don't know how it was like.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
You know how like one of them articles that was up there. And I was like, oh, what's this?
Yeah, I'm about to read it.
And it was like, it said like the best positions or something for overweight couples or something. So I was like, oh, so I clicked on it. And that's how I see it. But check this out. I don't discriminate against. I'm really not into. I'm not into women who are really, really, really size 0. My arm is bigger than their thighs. That just don't do me. That's real, yeah. And I'm not nothing against you because they have their own sexy, But I don't discriminate about. It's how you carry yourself. Because even though that's not my type, but if she carries herself a certain way, it'll be just fine, So some big girls carry the way they carry themselves. I'm cool with it, and if I have to figure out how we gonna make this happen, we're gonna make this happen. We're gonna go to WebMD, JJ, and we're gonna figure this out.
And that's the way to do it.
Then that's the way to do it. I mean, the problem is people go, oh, you're going to look up something for what you saying I'm fat. You see, the problem is you miss out so much because you don't want to acknowledge reality. Yeah. Come on, let's be real. We're dealing with some heavyweights here. How we going to make this happen? Let's be real. Shoot. You're not gonna go get no size 6 draws, and I ain't about to go get no size big kids husky draws.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
Shoot,
Right. Yeah.
we know.
I
Come
love it.
on. I don't care. You're
No, that's good
16,
stuff. I'm glad
18,
you
Right.
dropped that one.
22,
Thank you for sharing
24.
that.
Come on, 24. Come on, 24 got
They
good
even
numbers too.
said you said it said the missionary style too, huh? Jay?
Missionary style. The
Cowgirl.
only reason why I was
I ain't
surprised at
even
that
heard no cowgirl.
because I'm just
I like
curious.
Cowgirl is the bomb. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Ain't it? Ain't it?
Got me go have me googling.
Yeah, from the back too. Reverse
All right, y'all
cowgirl.
being
Oh
bad.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we get
It's
too
been a
big for
pleasure.
YouTube.
I don't know how we shifted all over this. Y'all just took me to another zone, but I hope
You
that you
talked
all
about big people. Big people do big guys like big women.
big guys and big women, and I see that it works. You know,
Probably got
I was just
WebMD on the
wondering.
homepage.
I thought the big guys wanted the little girls.
They probably
Really?
do. I mean, I
Really?
think it's to everybody's preference. I don't think it's because of their size. It's their preference.
It shouldn't be because
Yeah,
of their
it depends
size
on the nationality too, I
or their
think.
looks. It shouldn't be all about that. It should be about person.
Yeah.
I know you men love big butts and thighs.
It shouldn't be about that, just the person.
It
Well,
should
she
be
ain't got none, she ain't got
Why you don't
no
judge
curves.
a person based on their
Oh my God.
You
You gonna mess with it with no curves? You like, oh, well, she just so sweet. And she walk around the house, I don't even take a look.
Everything else is intact. I can sit up and visualize.
You ever
That's
see that,
like
boy? You ever see that thing walk around the house?
And not a Polish dog, Link.
You ever see that thing walk around the house, though, brother? Come on now, Lord Jesus.
I'm not gonna discriminate a good man.
Oh, the cowgirl.
Cowgirl, that's right. Oh, you found it?
There you go.
That ain't what the okay.
Ain't that nice?
Okay.
Yeah,
that was nice, my
I'm
brother.
up here talking and they up here researching WebMD.
Well, what if their knees is messed up? I'm looking at the cowgirl too. I'm like, what if their knees is messed up and they can't go for that long?
Then you got to try a new one.
You got to try another position, right?
Yeah, you got you know.
There's all see. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the.
I see. So when we get off the air in a minute, y'all can just research all you want on WebMD.
I just have questions like
which is Sippy Sip, and then next show we could talk about what you found. Y'all want to bring it back to the table?
Well, all I remember is you remember the black light poster? Come on, Garrett. Remember the black light poster with all the positions, the Afro?
Okay.
So what they call it cowgirl was Aquarius.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's the one with the black light one, huh? Yeah.
Afro sex position.
Can you get that anymore?
That was Aquarius.
Can you get that? Can you get that picture again?
Aquarius.
You can probably get it on eBay.
Remember the song, Garrett?
Yeah.
This is the age of Aquarius.
Look it up on eBay and order it.
Aquarius.
What they
This is the
say
dawning
about
of the age of Aquarius.
What they say
They were
about
talking about the age of cowgirl.
Oh, Miss Donna wants to know what they say about Capricorn.
What is
here she go. She's
He just remember Aquarius. He can't remember the Capricorn.
He say I'm a trip. What they say about Capricorn? Bring it out.
We gotta look it up.
Bring it out. You know about Aquarius. I think I remember what the Capricorn was.
Oh, you know Capricorn? You like Aquarius.
Damn, I found it.
Capricorn is the backwards, the cowgirl rides backwards. It's Aquarius backwards.
Isn't it the back part?
Oh, now my internet
Aquarius backwards. It's the cowgirl rides backwards.
My internet.
Yeah, the
That is the opposite of
No,
Capricorn.
it's backwards kick
The Capricorn was the one where they sitting in the chair. I just pulled it up. It came up in the picture. I can buy it. Yeah, they were sitting in the chair and it was like.
We got folks that's gonna order that.
No.
JJ gonna be on WebMD.
I should stay on my Amazon link. Let me see what it's on. Let me see. Wait a minute.
Oh, I can see you.
John is over there looking at some stuff. Gareth gotta be cool because his wife gonna come in there and pop him in a minute. Looking up all that stuff. Every now and again, she come through. You can't do too much, Gareth.
Well, $16. It's $16 for it.
Hey.
16.
Don't
forget that.
Gareth be doing this.
Gareth just standing there like, I want to see. I want to see too.
They won't let me sign in. My internet messed up.
You gonna have to wait. You gonna have to wait till the wife go to the grocery store. When she goes to the grocery store,
she might say something. No, she might say something. Ooh, that's what you want to do? Okay.
No,
I gotta go. I'll see y'all later.
Tonight. Maybe she'll go to sleep before.
No, he ain't gotta go to sleep. His lady know what it is.
But I like how far this has gone.
We was talking about it on the Donna Smith show, and you just wanted to check out WebMD. That's all.
Yeah. Thank you, John, for WebMD. I'm about to research all kind of stuff on there.
Oh Lord, they just too much. My viewing audience on YouTube Live, Zoom, my panel, Gareth, John, the troublemaker, Ben, JJ. All this smoothness we brought to you guys today. They took me to another place. Boy, we had some hot topics here today.
We sure did.
Made me sweat a little bit. I mean, I'm glad. I'm hope we was able to help. Inquiring minds want to know, and all you guys' opinion is warranted. Chat. Let me know what you feel about any topic we've talked about. And we are going to be back on here next week, you guys, which is February 27th, almost the end of the month. And you guys know, I think the second week of March, we're going to be spring forwarding, changing our clocks to daylight saving time. True. So get ready. It's going to get dark later. And that's when we're going to start having some good old sunshine.
Time to start planting them plants, planting them trees.
Thanks for being a part of our show tonight. We're going to see you guys next week. Thanks for being grown or what?